Welcome to Peoria, Illinois, a city that sits right on the Illinois River and has long been seen as a symbol of Middle America. It's got industrial roots, a surprising amount of culture, and a community that's building something fresh while still holding on to its history. I'm starting things off with lunch at Time in the Warehouse District. This restaurant feels relaxed but elevated, with a seasonal menu that blends Midwestern comfort with modern twists. They've also got an impressive bourbon collection and some seriously well-made cocktails. It's a solid way to kick off my trip. I'm staying at the Peoria Marriott Pier Marquette, a historic hotel that's been part of the city since 1927. The lobby has high ceilings, marble floors, and just the right amount of vintage detail to remind you of the building's history. It's also the perfect hotel for events. The rooms are updated with everything you'd expect. This mattress behind me is a pillow top mattress topped with fluffy pillows. I can't wait to get a good night's sleep. What I like most is the location. You're within walking distance to the Civic Center, great restaurants, museums, and the riverfront. So exploring the city is easy without needing to drive everywhere. Time for dinner and a show. For dinner, I went to Saffron Social, a sleek downtown spot with bold flavors and beautiful presentation. The atmosphere feels upscale but not stuffy, perfect for a night out, and I love the cocktails. The staff is also very LGBTQ friendly. After that, I headed to the Peoria Civic Center for a ballet performance. The venue is just a short walk from the hotel and hosts everything from concerts to Broadway shows. Seeing the ballet here felt like a nice balance to the day. Creative, unexpected, and a reminder that Peoria's art scene is definitely worth paying attention to. After an amazing first day in Peoria, it's time for some shut-eye. Good night. I visited the Peoria Riverfront Museum, a modern space that blends art, science, and history all in one place. When I stopped in, they had a full-on Muppets exhibit that totally pulled me in. Nostalgia overload in the best way. I used to be obsessed with Muppet Babies. One of my favorite parts was this giant moon installation hanging from the ceiling. It kind of stops you in your tracks. Between the permanent collections and rotating exhibits, there's something for just about everyone. 2 more ha-ha, 3 more ha-ha. Also, don't forget to stop in the gift shop. I made sure to stop by the new Central Illinois Friends LGBTQ+ Center, which does incredible work around health, education, and advocacy.
Our community center exists to be a space for people to be themselves. It can be really hard to be queer in rural areas like Central Illinois. And we want this to be a place where folks can come, and no matter who they are in their day-to-day lives, no matter who they are out in the world, that this is a place that they can come and they can be seen for who they are.
It's more than just a resource center. It's a place where people find connection, support, and a sense of belonging. If you're looking to understand the LGBTQ+ community, this is a meaningful place to start.
As an organization, we have always been about increasing access. We understand that accessing healthcare in this country, accessing community in this country, always been very, very difficult and be very isolating for everyone, but especially queer folks. So whether you're a Peoria native, whether you're just passing through, we have a variety of locations that you can come to visit us at, offering a whole wealth of services. So we hope that you'll look us up and give us a visit. Your friends are here for you. We can't wait to see you.
The next night, I headed back to Saffron to meet up with a few local drag queens before a night out. I am in Peoria, and I thought, what better way to get a real tour of the city than from a drag family.
Yes.
So we have Miss Flo.
Hey-o.
We have Maxi Pad. Yes. And then we have Just Charlie.
Yes. Yes, Charlie.
And by the end of the night, we are on a mission to come up with a drag name for myself. So, where are we going?
We're going to Sparky's.
We're going to Sparky's.
The gayest dive bar in Peoria. Yeah.
I lost your $1. Will you forgive me?
Yeah, I'll forgive myself too.
We're gonna chill at Sparky's and then we're off to
Diesel!
Diesel. All right, we're going to Diesel. Look, we're at Diesel. Look at this. We're at Diesel. It's the gay bar. Let's do it. Honestly, it was the perfect way to start the evening. The energy, the conversation, the looks, it gave me a real feel for the local scene. That is sexy.
In Peoria, we have a company called Dragon Paint. It's a mix of drag shows and paint nights. It's owned by Miss Flo No Mo.
Peoria's nightlife has a little bit of everything. Karaoke bars, relaxed lounges, places to dance, and a couple of spots that cater to the LGBTQ plus community. If you're looking to connect with the local queer scene, this is where it happens. Good morning from Peoria. I had a great night's sleep at the Marriott. Those beds are super comfy. Now I'm up bright and early to go to Zion Coffee Bar for coffee and a bite to eat. And then I'm headed to meet up with Cassie and Jake from Peoria Proud. I can't wait to learn about all the events and programs they offer for local LGBT community members right here in Peoria. Zion Coffee Bar is a beautifully designed space that's calm, intentional, and clearly a favorite local spot for coffee, connection, and some food. I met up with Peoria Proud there and then walked down to the riverfront to learn more about what they're doing to support and uplift the local LGBTQ plus community.
A little bit about the background of Peoria Proud and River City Pride Festival. We've been around for 10 years in the Peoria area, and our mission is to bridge the gaps in Peoria using education, advocacy, and social outreach for all LGBTQ and minority groups.
Yeah, some of our key events include our River City Pride Festival, but then expand out into, we have a Queertober, coming out Day Bonfire, Chance Day of Remembrance celebration.
We also act as a conduit for people in the community. So we don't provide any direct service of itself, but we do partner with many different organizations in the community to provide things like healthcare, gender affirming care, HIV care, as well as harm reduction. And so we kind of connect people to where they can receive the services that they do.
Being local in Peoria and the community coming in, we see a huge influx of just the community as a whole, from trans individuals to gay and lesbian individuals moving here from other places that they don't feel safe. And that's why we've seen our events increase so much. There's a need out there, and we as Peoria Proud and we as the city of Peoria are working to make this a safe space for everybody.
Things are about to get lit. Lit Bookstore is queer-owned and one of those places that feels personal the second you walk in. The shelves are thoughtfully curated with everything from fiction and poetry to a strong selection of titles by LGBTQ plus authors and other underrepresented voices. It's a small space with a lot of heart, and it's easy to lose track of time while you're there. If you love books or just want to support a space that really reflects the community, this one's worth the stop. And don't forget to explore Peoria's Warehouse District. Check out LGBTQ-friendly Rhythm Music Cafe for great drinks, vintage vinyl, and live music. A few steps away is the Fiber Universe, an LGBTQ-friendly, super welcoming place packed with creativity. And if you're into movement or just want comfy shoes for exploring, Running Central's worth a stop too. Luthi Botanical Gardens is a peaceful spot tucked inside Glen Oak Park. It's free to visit with both outdoor gardens and a greenhouse that's full of tropical plants and seasonal displays. Whether you're into plant life or just need a quiet break from the day, it's a calm, beautiful space to wander and reset. Succulent. A drive or walk along Grandview Drive is a must if you're in Peoria. The views overlook the Illinois River and some of the most beautiful homes in the area. It's calm, scenic, and exactly the kind of place you go when you just want to slow down and take it all in. Sid's in the Park is part cafe, part market, and part patio hangout. You can grab a coffee, pick up fresh baked goods, or sit outside with lunch and enjoy the view. It's tucked into Donovan Park, so it has that relaxed local feel, perfect for a midday pause or an easy weekend stop. I wrapped up the trip at Ardor Breads and Provisions, and honestly, it was the perfect final stop. The bread is handmade, the pastries are beautiful, and the coffee is legit. It's the kind of place where everything's made with care and you can just taste it. Well, that's a wrap. I'm heading out of Peoria. It's been a fabulous day. Peoria surprised me in the best way, from thoughtful food and local art to LGBTQ plus spaces that feel real and rooted. There's a lot here worth coming back for. Join me next time as I explore coast to coast with pride across the US gay.